Listen, if you don't start behaving, I'm gonna lock you in the toy closet. Okay, I'll just play with the toys then. Hey there, Clouder. I thought I'd try making Storytime animations, since nothing else is working and I'm poor. When I was about 4 or 5, I went to this daycare in my neighborhood. And let me be clear, I was not a well-behaved child. In my defense, I had behavioral issues stemming from high-functioning autism. But at the time, nobody knew that. So from the daycare's perspective, I was just this tiny psychopathic gremlin. When I was a toddler, I was terrified of babies. Don't ask me why. I hated them. I couldn't stand the sight of them. Whenever I saw one of these things, my instincts told me to push it over before they could infect me with something. One day, a baby was waddling towards me, so naturally I pushed it over. Did you just push Charlie? Forget Charlie, I'm fighting for my life. One day, I was hiding from one of the daycare workers under a chair. I don't remember why, but if you've been listening to this video so far, it's safe to say I probably committed arson. You saw the thumbnail. When the lady walks past, I pop out and bite her directly on the calf with my tiny child teeth. Just full future serial killer behavior. Karma eventually caught up to me though, because now as an adult I only have 12 teeth. But you'd better hope I don't have my dentures in. If you want to help pay for my dental bills, this video is sponsored by me. I have a Ko-Fi where backers can get access to the illustrations from this video. If you can't afford to be a backer but still want to support me, you can donate $1 or whatever currency you have. That might not seem like much to you, but as a South African, Western money is basically like striking oil. So even a single dollar helps a lot. Backers will give their names at the end of my videos. Our playground had this massive sandbox. And when I say sandbox, I mean a giant construction debris pit. There was sand mixed with concrete chunks, rocks, glass, basically everything except sand. So one day I'm playing in this OSHA violation when I cut my finger. And obviously this is the worst injury any person has ever experienced. Instead of getting a teacher, I did what I always did when I was upset. I run upstairs to the nap room and hide. Now I'm sitting there when suddenly 3 older boys walk in. I don't know where they came from. Maybe they were volunteers. Maybe they had a little sibling that went there, but they were just there. In my mind, these kids looked like adults, but I was 5, so they were probably like 14. Hey kid, why are you crying? I cut my finger. Which one? This one. The boys immediately started busting up a lung laughing. And I'm sitting there crying harder because I have no idea why these 14-year-old grown men were bullying me. It's this one. No, it's this one. It's this one. No, it's this one. This went on for a while. It took me years to realize what was happening. And that's the story of how I accidentally flipped off a bunch of teenagers. One day, the daycare decided to cut down this big tree in our playground. Apparently, it was a safety hazard to the children. Never mind the glass and debris-filled sandpit. The moment the tree was cut down, for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to try and climb it. So I run over and start climbing this fallen tree. Within seconds, I'm covered in thorns and splinters. Like before, my solution to this problem was to run upstairs to the nap room, hide under a table, and cry. And I refused to come out until my mom arrived to collect her feral child. Years later, I'm an adult, because that's how time works. I'm in the car with my mom and I see a bunch of buses with my old daycare's name on them. 20 years later, they're still in business. Considering their sandbox, I'm honestly surprised that place wasn't shut down. Like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to, leave your own story about things you did in daycare in the comments. I have a lot of stories from when I was a kid, and most of them involve me being a danger to society.